The ritual confirmed my worst fears. Divine energy flows out of me for no reason that I can discern. I felt the power imbued within my blessing stone get wrenched away as soon as you added it to the ritual. I couldn't stop it.
You're losing divine energy. How is that possible?
To quote my own words as the warrior poet, no lock exists that the determined thief cannot open. Follow the trail of my missing energy, and try to discover the identity of the enemy Levol's ancestor warned us about.
You think the enemy is responsible for your energy loss?
Something drains my energy. Find Archcanon Tarvis in his office, and ask if he gleaned anything useful from the ritual. If not, I know his earlier research indicated new avenues to investigate. Go where he tells you, and learn what you can.
Okay.
My divine energy diminishes with every passing moment, but the ritual confirmed my affliction is not natural. I regret that I could not reveal the full nature of these dire circumstances until your trustworthiness had been demonstrated.
I'm not sure the Archcanon Tarvis shares your assessment of me.
Yes. Well, Archcanon Tarvis has always been cautious about ideas and ideologies that didn't originate within the Tribunal. And recently, that prudence has grown 1,000-fold. He's a faithful servant, however, despite his narrow-mindedness.
Right, let's get on with this. Let's see where we're going. Oh, wait. We can't do it. Out of here.
Praise the thank.
What are you doing there?
I performed that ritual countless times, and it never exploded in my face before. If I discover that you sabotaged the divination... No. I shouldn't take my failure out on you. It's not your fault that things are... difficult.
By difficult, you mean Lord Vivek's loss of power?
How do you know about... Lord Vivek told you? Of course he did. It's his prerogative, I suppose. You must swear to keep this secret, though. There would be panic in the streets if the people believed one of the Tribunal was incapacitated.
Lord Vivek said you might need help investigating the source of the problem.
It's true. I'm much better at scholarly pursuits than field work. And the ritual wasn't a total failure. It confirmed 3 locations from my earlier studies. Bolmora, Aldrin, and Berelzar's tower. I need you to investigate each of these sites.
Tell me more about these locations before I head out.
I researched what I could using the resources available here in Vivek City. To learn more, I need an agent to personally assess each location. Lord Vivek thinks you're the best one for that job. I hope he's right.
Well, we're going to find out, aren't we? Let me just check these. Thought I'd already checked them, but obviously not. Cabinet, drink. It's not stealing if I take it, isn't it? Take a couple of drinks. I'm not sure what they are. Might use one. If we end up in a bad situation. Right. See where we're going then. Talk to... Oh yeah, that was that. Yeah, that was from the last one. Eh? We still haven't spoken to this one because I didn't want to... Well, I didn't want to tell him we came to look for a guard. We will sort that out, whether we talk to him or whether we find another way around it. I will think about it. Now, let's get out of here. And this is always a bit of an awkward place, this, you know. So... that's quite a way. Can we ride a horse here? Yes, we can. Swimming. Don't be any evil fish here that are going to try and eat me. No, it's not deep enough. What's that? Dragonfly. Let's check where we are again. So we want to go off that way to get out of the city to start with. Should visit the stable sometime as well, get an upgrade on the horse. I keep forgetting to do that. Hey, there we go. Shortcut. Yeah, sort of. You could go across here a bit, maybe. Might run into some enemy. Oh, we're gonna come off. Damn it. Keep our eye open for any chests. I don't think we'll find any. Just check we're still going in the right direction. We are. Right, so somebody decided to start making a load of noise outside the window, so I have transitioned to here. So we're just about to enter it. It's just because the Way Shire thing. What is it called? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Way Shrine. That's the place to say.
My prices can't be beat.
And
I can't believe they want us to go outside the house to find Vaya.
gather information.
You look like the traveling sort. In your excursions, have you perchance come upon a young dark elf named Vaya? She went missing a couple of weeks ago and her father desperately seeks any information regarding her whereabouts.
I don't think I've seen anyone named Vaya.
That's a shame. Her father, Eris, the house councillor here in Balmora, promises that anyone who can find his daughter and return her safely to his side will be well rewarded.
Can you provide me with any additional information?
You should speak to Councillor Eris. He's opened the kin house to interview potential recruits. Freelancers, as it were. If you're interested, go speak to the councillor. The longer Vaya remains missing, the more distressed Councillor Eris becomes.
I'll go and speak to him. Ah, you're kidding me. But not today. Let me see. Where the heck are we? No clues to where we're supposed to investigate? Well, we're going to go to the horse place anyway, so we're going to go to the horse place. Not quite horses, but it's a stable.
The beautiful darkness walks in
Okay, we'll just have a bit of that carry capacity, that'll do. Right. Here's something.
You're stealing.
By order of the House Guard and the Redorim High Council, the Shulk Ore Mines is closed and all operations toward reopening the mine has been suspended. Workers should stay away until further notice, and visitors are strongly cautioned to avoid the area. Pain, fine, imprisonment, or both. This includes you, Crew Chief Hondolf, whatever. Note that every effort shall be made to locate the missing mine workers as soon as possible. Might have to go and look at that. Let's go in here. Ooh, that's very, very bling back there. Okay. Sounds like somebody just cocked it.
I love seeing new faces. For a while, it was just the same old miners and the occasional travelling merchant. Thought Carolyn might have to shut this place down. Look at me talking your ears off. What can I get you?
Any idea why visitors have been scarce?
At first, I assumed it was the usual house squabbles. Redoran and Hlalu arguments can get pretty heated. Then I thought maybe the Ashlanders were scaring people off. But after that proclamation... No, I'd rather not talk about that with a stranger.
Yeah, we'll pay her. Maybe if I paid for your trouble.
I like the colour of your gold, Outlander. Just between us, I heard the House Guard shut down the Shulk Ore Mine. Something to do with violent cultists who attacked the miners and took over the place. Even got the crew chief, or so I heard.
Okay, cultists. Cultists. Oh, shelf. Lots of bookshelves. Did that one. Well, I don't see any more, so just check. Yeah, that's clear. Right, so that has cleared it by the looks of it. Find the crew chief. Maybe not. Yeah, we need to get out of here. I think. Yeah, he's outside, isn't he?
Ow! Stupid dog.
What happened? Let me see.
I just tried to pet it. Damn dog bit me.
Leave it alone. There's something strange about that dog.
What dog? Did it run away? Hang on. Okay, it's showing me something else.
You shouldn't be here. Didn't you read the House Redarin proclamation? I wouldn't be here myself, but some of my miners are still in there.
Can you tell me what happened in the mine?
Our mine was invaded by violent cultists. They showed up and just took the place over. My people are trapped. I'm no expert, but it looked like the cultists were preparing to conduct a ritual before the Ashlander interrupted them.
An Ashlander interrupted the cultists?
Well, I never actually saw an Ashlander, but I heard a cultist yell, "Ashlander thief! That's our mystical weapon!" That's not an exact quote, but you get the idea. I don't know what happened after that. I was kind of busy trying not to die.
Well, I'll go into the mine and find out what I can find out.
Really?
Yep,
That's awfully
really.
brave of you. If you see any of my miners, tell them to get their arses out here. I'll wait as long as I can. Or until I hear screaming. Then I'll go to Balmora and try to find some help. Good luck in there.
Right, here we go. Just mine. Okay, it's not too big. Not too big at all. Oop. Bad things to my right. More bad things to my right. What's that? Narcotic Nightwalker. Exile instructions.
Do you think we can complete the ritual with a different item?
Ritual items. Okay, it just takes us through to that. Ooh, there's a lot of them.
This mine belongs to us now!
Ooh, nice. Not as strong though. Shadow Spawn Shoes of Magic adds 379 magic. Increases armor enchantment effect by 17%. Still take them. I'll take that gold and you can keep your guts. Right, I've got something up here. Anything else I need to collect? No? Okay, back we go. Let me just have a quick look around, make sure there's no hidden goodies. I'm not going to go that way. Right, let's go before the bad things come back. Good man. Right idea. And we've got a bit more gold. Right, are we gonna, yeah, we're gonna run for it.
Did you find what you were looking for in the mine?
I'm not sure. I need to consult with my contact.
Of course. I perfectly understand. I think I'll wait a little longer and see if any of my miners were able to escape from the cultists. Good luck with your mission, whatever it is.
Right, well, we've got 2 more to go to. Will we get to more today? I don't think we're going to get to that one. We'll see if we can get to this one. Let's mount up. And I thought that water was going to be too deep for a minute, but I was fine. Get some stamina back. Ooh, there's a boss in that lava thing. I'm not going to take it on now. Going the right way. And this way, I think. Maybe I've turned too early here. This way.
I demand to see my brother. Lay hands upon me, and you will lose them.
Dang.
You there! The territory of the Red Exiles shouldn't be traveled lightly.
Oh, she must be in the mission.
Ashlanders once respected each other, helped one another. You'd think these were house wolves or tribunal dogs, the way they treated me. Speaking of the tribunal, you have the smell of dog about you. I wonder why that is.
I'm looking into something for Lord Vivek.
Lord Vivek, is it? And I thought all the tribunal cared about was building monuments to their own greatness. Nice to see that one of them cares about what's going on beyond their borders. Well, perhaps we can aid each other this day, Outlander.
What kind of help do you need?
Ashlanders are nomads, but we gather at sacred sites to trade, confer, and pay homage to the past. Aldrin is such a place. That's why Chodala invited the Red Exiles here. But these outcasts won't let me into their camp. I need to find my brother.
And who's your brother?
My brother, Chodala, is the Ashkan of our tribe, and I am his ambassador. I act as a go-between among the tribes. Chodala wants to unite the Dunmer and calmly end the era of the bickering houses. He hopes to convince the tribes to follow his lead.
So what do you need me to do?
Head into the Red Exiles camp and find my brother. Otherwise, see if you can find out what he was doing in there and where he's gone. Be wary of the outcasts. As you saw, they won't hesitate to attack without reason or provocation.
I'll go look for Chodala now.
Chodala went to meet with the Red Exiles leader and hasn't returned. If I enter the camp and have to kill any of those foolish outcasts, it could have serious repercussions for our negotiations. Find my brother, and I'll help you with your quest.
Okay, let's find her brother. What you got? Bit of gold, maybe? Corn? Don't know, but corn? Right. Where is the brother? Nobody else can see anything. Salt. Are these buildings? This one. The one with the skulls. No? Oh, is that soul gem? It's my soul gem now. Dagger. Don't worry, I'm just taking a few of these goodies. Sure they won't need them. More. Blueprint, I'll take that. What we can do is we can learn it. So, if we can sneak in this one. I'm liking the idea of these soul gems. What's that sword? Oh, it's an axe. Okay. Nothing here. Drink. That looks like some food. Bread, I'll take bread. Right. Map again. We're on the right track, I think. A little to the right. Apparently it's there. Oh, it's back to her.
You seem to have survived your visit to the Red Exiles camp. Did you find my brother?
No, but I found the record of his meeting with the Red Exiles leader.
Interesting. I never suspected that the outcasts were disciplined enough to keep records such as this. Oh no. I can't believe my brother would be so brazen.
He called himself the Nerevarine. Do you know what that means?
It means that Chodala really has changed. With his newfound powers and rising ambitions, I fear what he plans for the tribes. I suppose you have a right to know what I'm talking about. Take this. I found it among my brother's possessions.
Another scroll? Did Chodala write this?
Chodala discovered new power out in the wilderness, and it changed his view of the world. He writes about it in that document. Now he believes he's the Nerevarine, and incites the tribes, while I try to keep them all from doing anything rash.
What's the Nerevarine?
You don't know? I thought... No, you're not an Ashlander, and the House Elves rarely talk about such things. Long ago, there was a hero named Nerevar. He fought alongside the Tribunal, before they claimed to be gods, until they betrayed him.
The Tribunal betrayed Nerevar?
So our legends say. Nerevar united the Kaima and forged an alliance with the Dwemer. He died at the Battle of Red Mountain. We believe the Tribunal hastened his demise, despite Vivek's claims to the contrary.
But where does the Nerevarine fit into all that?
The Nerevarine is a promise and a prophecy. We believe that, through the power of Azura, Nerevar will return to unite all Dunmer, House and Ashlander alike, and make Morrowind great again. The returned Nerevar will be known as the Nerevarine.
And you don't believe Chodala's claim?
While the prophecy of the Nerevarine can be interpreted as the end of the Tribunal, I have always seen it as a prediction of hope and peace. Chodala and some Ashlanders, such as the Red Exiles, favor war. That's not the Nerevarine I believe in.
You think Chodala wants a war?
He uses in Ashkon's words to plant dark ideas in his followers. Ideas that speak of false gods, lost traditions, and the need for a cleansing war. His words become more forceful every day, but I hope to dissuade him from this violent course.
Tell me about Chodala's new power.
All I know is that his new power frightens me. Chodala returned from a sojourn in the wilderness more vibrant, more commanding. He's always been strong, but now he's fearless, practically invincible, and swifter than the fastest Ashlander scout.
What do you think the source of Chodala's new power?
Chodala says his new abilities strengthen his claim as the Nerevaring. I think it's the staff he carries. He had it when he returned, and now it's always at his side. I know it's unreasonable, but I hate that staff. He calls it Sunara.
So the staff, eh? Let's get that staff. Let me get that tower.
Chodala stopped confiding in me.
Okay, let's... That's a long way away. And we have finished. Yep. Okay. Next, we're going to have to move on to that one. Okay. We are now heading to Terrible. Boat. Nothing in the boat. Occasionally you get chests in boats. Just a lemon. It's very chesty up there, you know. Quick mooch while we're here. Nope. But it would be a good place to put one. Bit of high iron ore, we'll take it. Looks like we've got to go in there. Recipe for some chicken. Just get rid of this. Okay, destroy it. It does that. We already have it. So, this is some kind of laboratory. Pretty cool looking place. Got any bookshelves? Okay, so cool. I thought it was that thing. What is it?
Such displeasure and disappointment. Nothing works, even though every calculation is precise. Now an interruption. How infuriating. Wait. Sometimes the great gear turns from frustration to opportunity.
Do you know anything about divine energy?
Divine energy? I'll have you know I participated in Lord Sother Seal's 9 analyses of the exalted enigmas. But we have more important matters. I'm about to determine the correlation between color and time, and I could use another set of hands.
If I help, will you answer my questions?
A reciprocal exchange. Interesting, yes. I can see the benefits of such an arrangement. Very well. Just activate the crystals in the proper sequence while I modulate the energy flow. Less chance of an explosion that way.
Alright, I'll see if I can determine the proper sequence. Ooh. Ooh. Right. Yeah. Colours. Colours. No colours. That's red, blue, yellow. Green. This paper. Tower. Can't go in there. Green. What are we trying to achieve here? That colour? Let's just randomly press things.
Reset the mechanism and try again.
What's that? How do you reset?
Activated, but not in the proper sequence. Try again. Activated, but not in the proper sequence. Try again.
No, they're not in the proper sequence, but how do you reset them? Ah. There we go, that's the reset. Right. Clues. 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 Mind you, it wouldn't be that easy, surely.
You activate the crystals. Look for pure light, not muddled. I'll modulate the energy fluctuations, make sure nothing explodes. If color confounds you, look at the shape. Fewest sides to most. But the great gear turns, so be quick, be quick.
I'm still not sure I understand what you need me to do.
Good help is as rare as the legendary Last Dwemer. But clockwork is only as strong as its weakest cog. Just work your way up the rainbow. If the color isn't clear, examine the crystals. Start with the simplest shape and end with the most complex.
Work your way up the rainbow. So what's the colours of the rainbow? I have no idea. What order they're in. Red.
Keep going.
Yellow.
So far, so good.
Purple?
No. Reset the mechanism and try again.
Right, so it will be
Keep going.
yellow,
So far, so good.
green, purple. No.
Light. Not the reaction I was hoping for.
Red,
A good start.
yellow,
Keep going. So far,
green.
so good.
blue, and purple.
One more to go. Yes, I love it when the gears align. Perfect. Such are the benefits of an extra set of appendages. The energy flows freely and without disruption, allowing the rods and the pistons to align in a most pleasing manner. Thank you. Now, why do you want to know about divine energy?
Well, I was sent to ask you about the transfer of divine energy.
Sent? How intriguing. I was just thinking about my former master, Sir Seal, and the experiments we conducted. He desperately sought to understand the power he and his companions attained, especially whether or not that power was temporary.
Did he reach a conclusion?
Not while I assisted him. He had a tool that he used to drain away minute bits of his own divine energy to store and study. He could extract it and return it as he saw fit. Not sure what became of the tool, but here are my notes from those days.
These notes should be helpful. Can I ask you a few more questions?
More questions? Well, Lord Sotha Seal attributed curiosity to intellectual superiority. Suppose I should do the same. Ask, and I will attempt to tighten the cogs of your ongoing education as best I can.
The tool you mentioned, is it a weapon?
Odd question. Is a hammer a weapon? A saw? A Dwemer spring spanner? No, it was just a tool. A device crafted by Sotha Seal to aid in his endless experiments. Suppose I could imagine ways to modify the device, but for what reason?
Do you know where the tool is?
Haven't a clue. Tools have a way of wandering off when you don't stay vigilant.
Right, well then we'll know. Right, here we go. So, we'll go up here now. Yeah? Let us go.